Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. As you can see guys, we have moved into October. If you did just miss that as I loaded into the menu, just give me a moment. We are just checking the shop. Right, so as you can see, we are in October 1 and that gives us quite a bit to do today. There is one of those is nearly ready. That is our final pallet of canola oil. Right, just to give everybody a little bit of a heads up, I have done some little bit of testing. I didn't go loads into it. I just did the main thing I think that I would use for some of the production. So while I'm doing this, I'm just going to try and read some of this information that I've been doing with the very small productions. It's going to be a little bit hard because it's to one side. So for example, if we buy the small bread production, it will make approximately 120 litres of bread a month. So it would take basically a year. A year would produce 1.5 pallets basically. That's extremely slow. So what I have done is I have introduced a new mod pack where it is basically the exact same productions, but it's just a little bit quicker. Now I'm not trying to zoom past anything here and, you know, override things, but yeah, we've got quite a bit to do. And today is October guys, and we have a lot to do today guys. This is the start of our big harvest season, so I'm just kind of running around here just making sure we've got everything kind of, yeah, there's just one pallet down there. So yeah, we've got a very a lot to do today, including having to go to the shop and rent a sunflower header. Now this is where things are going to get interesting because I don't know what header we can have on our machine. I never thought I would have I really don't want to do this 3 meters at a time. We might get away with that, renting that one. Yeah, I'm going to do it though. I'd rather rent that one. Does this one fold? It does fold, right. So let's just have a little look at this. As long as we can rent that, let's just lease that for now. Oh, this is going to be crazy, innit? I've got to drive the harvester to the shop. We've got a very busy day, but if I can get this worker working onto the sunflowers first, we can start dealing with everything else. We've got to be working the sugar beet as well, but I need a different trailer for that, which is why I want to get this up and running first so we can start doing the sunflowers. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today. We've got a lot of harvesting to do. We've got a lot of, I tell you what, the best thing I can probably do in a moment, because I need to run to the dairy as well. I've got a lot of wool to move. Oh, I've got so much to do this month. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I don't even think I'm going to get it all done this month. I do just need to move a couple of these. I'm not going to do loads. I'm just going to quickly move a couple of these like that. Just because at the end of the day, we're going to have a very busy month. There we go. It just gives it room to spawn. I can move some stuff off recordings and things like that, but we just need a little bit of room to start on that. Gotta be careful of that worker. I don't need him running over my sunflowers. But yeah, very busy month, and yeah, I feel bad at the moment. We got off to a bit of a slow start this morning, but we have to start slow sometimes. This is just the way it is. I never thought, because I could have moved the harvester, I could have got this. Yeah, I forgot it was August. In this, I forgot it was October in this episode this morning. I'm so just not with it yet. Like, I haven't really woken up properly. I've kind of woke up a little bit on the later side than I did yesterday. And then today I'm just, yeah, just not with it yet. So let's just unfold that. That is a nice size header. That's the same size header as our normal one. I love that mist. Look at that. I know we've had some issues with our system lately, our PC, and then changing recording software and stuff. But I tell you what, when it works, it's bloody brilliant. This is. I don't think this header is going to be any good. Was a waste of money. We're gonna have to go for this one then. If that one doesn't work, 3238. This is painful. Someone's gonna be sat there now going, I told you not to use that one. Honestly, yeah, you're right. We lost $2,000 on that leasing for that header, just for it to not work. But I don't know, it's not going to work. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to test this one in the supermarket car park, or in the shop car park. So why did this the supermarket? In the shop car park. This is terrible. I'm 6 minutes into this episode, and I literally haven't done a thing. I'm going to have to. Oh my god, I haven't done a thing. I am so far behind on this episode already. Maybe we're going to have more than 4 episodes on this. Maybe I'm going to have to just have 2 episodes in October 1, 2 episodes in October 2, and then do November. Oh, yeah. Right now, I don't have enough money for the production. Right, so let's just do that. That looks like it's hitting the ground. That's a problem. Right, that seems to work. Let's drive it to the field and see if it seems to work. It's funny how that class one didn't work. Now, I know the class one isn't technically designed for this harvester. I understand that. But, you know, come on. Is it really going to make that much difference? This one seems just, we're hitting the curb, but I'm not really bothered about the curb. Yeah, that seems to be a bit of a difference. We'll start cracking on very, very soon. Like I say, I'm kind of very delayed. Right, we're gonna do this with course plate. We're going to do this field. We're going to do headlands. We're going to do 3 headlands. We're going to generate a course. You can start work there. Right, we have started. Right. We do need to rent another header. Wow, we're getting to the winter months again, and my frame, I literally was on about the issues we were having, and it seems to have sorted itself. And yeah, to be honest, the minute I put that course play on, my frames have plummeted. Right, let's get this guy on cosplay as well. Yeah, I've got the bales. I've got bales to move. I've got so much to do today that I'm just going to struggle, I think, to get it all done. But we will start with a some headland work and get it into a time lapse. I need to get this field a quarter done. I've got 4 episodes at normal time to do this, which means I've got to get this done. And that's already 100 litres in there already. That is just ridiculous. First waypoint. go on here. Almond headlands 3. Let's do 5 headland. This struggles to turn, guys. Remember, this struggles to turn. Overlap. I tell you what, overlapping headland. Let's do 10%. That kind of worked well in the old one. And I'm going to do 10 headlands. I just want to see how that looks. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Now we need to rent a big ass trailer. We are wasting money here. Like I say, right now I don't even have enough money to get the things I need. Can I rent that? Oh, that was cheap. That was cheap. I need, yeah, I need to get, I need money. I need money, and I need money right now for the production. I want to get the sugar beet in straight away. As it stands now, the sugar beet is kind of going to go into here. I don't really have a choice. Like I say, we're not going to be doing flour anytime soon. Wow, yeah. There's a lot going on the farm, and it is definitely causing that frame problem again. But there's a lot going on. We've got the animals, we've got the windmill spinning at full speed. We've got 2 cosplays. 2 cosplays going absolutely crazy. My thing's going to be full in a minute. I know it is, and I'm not even going to be ready for it. I need the production in. I need to get some in the production. So what I've found with the productions, guys, is that it's gonna suck a little bit, because the sugar mill is probably the best one to do with the small production, actually. That's what I've found at the moment. Is it seems to be the best one to do at the moment. But that also does come with its own issues. Like I say, once I get this loaded and get a little bit of money in, I need to buy a bucket. I need to buy the sugar beet production. Yeah, like I say, I know we were talking about, I've got some statistics, and I read it to you, and I haven't really done it yet. I'm really concentrating here. I'm really far behind. I'm really far behind on it. No! You know what? You know what? Just take that much. I need about 6 or 7 grand. I need 6 or 7 grand. That'll have to do for now. I just hope that this is going to give me the 6 or 7 grand. I also need to buy the sugar beet chopping bucket. So what we found is, with the small production, we can put sugar beet into it, and we can put the cut sugar beet. So if we fill it full of sugar beet, and then we basically fill it full of cut sugar beet, we can process it twice as quick. And the bucket is about 6 grand, but I need £45,000 for the sugar beet production itself. So that's kind of a chunk in its own, in its own way. That's full, by the way, is that thing, and it hasn't even bothered to tell me. That's just giving me about £8,000. So that's enough money right now for the that's not enough money. I've got to pay workers. Yeah, that's 9 grand nearly all in. I'm so far behind on this episode. I've procrastinated way too much. Worker J has a full grain tank. I don't even know which one is J. I'm going to presume J is our worker one. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to get straight into this. We're going to go on to here, and we're going to put in. So what I've found is, if I go down here with the new productions, 39,000, and what we're going to do is we're going to put it here like this. We're not going to need it forever. We're going to put it up to that building there, and we're going to do that. That is now in there. Brilliant. Fantastic. That leaves us 7 grand. We don't need the bucket right now, so we can maybe get away with doing some flour in a little bit. don't know which. It has to be the sugar beet that's full. They're probably both full, and I'm just so far behind, it's unreal. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna start trying to babysit these. So we'll get this into a little bit of a time lapse so we can get as much done as we can in the next couple of minutes. Right guys, I've kind of come on the time lapse a little bit earlier than I was going to, just because, well, we're going to sell this and make a lot of money. The reason why I need the sugar beet cutter bucket, and it was more expensive than I actually thought it was going to be, so there we go. That alone has just paid for the sugar beet bucket, and that's kind of why I was doing that, because I want to get sugar beet in, which we've now done technically 2 harvester loads, and now I want to get on with putting some cut sugar beet in, and obviously that's going to be a job in itself, basically. Gonna, like, while we're waiting for the harvesters to fill up and stuff, we can get the massive Ferguson basically loading a couple of 1,000 litres in between. So we're gonna have a lot to do, you know, and like I say, we are gonna, like I say, expect a lot of time lapses over the next couple of episodes. It's the only way I really know how we can get this done in time. I haven't been to the dairy yet. I haven't been down with the wool into the production yet. You know what I mean? I've got so much I need to be doing. I do think maybe it's time we might sell the sugar direct. But sugar going into the, yeah, that one's still moving. Where are you? Where? Right, you're all the way down here. We will be getting the straw off at the sunflower field though, guys, just to give you all a little bit of a heads up. It is something we're definitely going to do. Sunflower straw is literally a thing for me. And yeah, that is full as well. Oh my god, that's full as well. I genuinely can't keep up. I can cut across here. Sugar beet is not destructible with the tractors, which is very, very good for us. But yeah, I need to start getting some cut sugar beet. Now, I don't know if you noticed, I tried to show you in the time lapse. Look at the output of that. It's fantastic. We're going to get so much sugar so quickly. But it's kind of one of them things where the sugar beet will be done when it's done. I want to build like a bigger sugar beet, but I kind of don't see the point. I could technically get rid of our spinnery right now and put all these new processes in. It processes so much quicker. I know I don't want to say it's cheating kind of thing, but we didn't have the money to process the sugar beet. But I wanted to actually do some sugar just because, you know, it's our first big series on FS25. And we're trying to do as much as we can. Work eye has he's only just filled up. Right, well, I'll be with you in a minute, Mr. Harvester. I kind of wish I had 2 trailers. Ooh, hang on a minute. That has a connection on there. I'm wondering if that's going to be possible. But to be honest, that harvester for the sugar beet is doing really, really, really well. We can put 180,000 litres of sugar beet into this little production as well. It also has a bigger storage capacity. Like I say, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I do think it's a little bit too OP for my liking. So what I might do is I might look at creating this mod for myself and have it maybe like 2 times faster than the default ones, where it's, you know, it's worth it a little bit better. But yeah, look, we've got 30,000 litres in here. Cut sugar beet is 180,000 litres. But once we get to the point where we can't really put any more in there, I do want to get sugar beet on, because cut sugar beet, sorry, is we're just going to process the sugar faster. Now, that's what this series is all about. I think I've come across a map I'm liking at the moment for like a survival challenge, where we basically just start with a trailer and like £1,000. So we, you know, we chop some wood down, we get maybe the OP sawmill, for example. That would kind of get the series moving along quicker. The problem we've got at the moment is we're going to make really, really massive amounts of money really quickly now. It's not going to be a struggle anymore. So I forgot that it tries to drive with me. I forgot about that. Right, you do your turn then, little harvester, and I'll pull alongside you when you're ready. By the time I've emptied this, that harvester will be full. I'm emptying that twice to one of these. Are we going? Oh, we're going to go up the rows. No way, no. Oh, I needed to empty it at that end. This is a problem in itself. He's going to get full in a minute, but he's not going to move out the way, I don't think. Nope, he's going to get full, and he's... Oh, yes, he is. He's going to make my life very easy. Thank you very much, Mr. Harvester. It was my own fault for that. It was my bad. It was my bad. Right. It was my bad. I completely and utterly missed out on that. If I go far enough forward, it'll stop it moving. There we go. So that's 7,500. So the grain here, this is working lovely. It's only got baby capacity though. We've got to remember that. We've got 7,000 litres or so. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're probably going to go back into a tile map. This is kind of what I'm doing now for the next couple of episodes. It'll be a lot easier once this one's done and I'm just babysitting that field, because what I'll probably do is I'll connect both trailers together, let that fill up, leave it at the side of the field, you know, and do other things in between, basically. I think that's the easiest way we can play this at the moment. Right then guys, as you can see, we have had plenty of work to do today. It is absolutely ridiculously crazy how busy we are. I've got a Ford abandoned somewhere on the main road. Ah, Jesus, what a day. What a day. But yeah, I've managed to get some all the rest of the flour sold that we had for now. I tried to use the Massey Ferguson to take the milk. If you did notice as well in that time, guys, I did absolutely mess up with the milk. I've still got all the buffalo milk in the cows. So I'm probably going to run that down off recording. Obviously the harvesters are going to be running while I obviously go, you know, to and from the thing. But yeah, I need to get the buffalo milk moving along basically. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how much this is going at the moment. I've got more on this field done than I actually anticipated, and once we deal with the sunflower field and that's finished harvesting, we'll kind of have all our focus into the sugar beet. Like I say, I sold the flour so that I could get the money together to buy the sugar beet cutter. That is still something I need to be doing, and I will be doing. I just need to I just needed the money to do that, and I tried to do that. My idea was with the Massey Ferguson was, if we send the Massey Ferguson to the shop with the milk, I can pick up the sugar beet cutter on the way back. As you all saw, it didn't work like that. The Massey Ferguson is just so poor at pulling trailers. But I do have to go all the way to the dairy again, just with bloody the buffalo milk. I really cocked it up. I wanted to put all the milk in the front tanker, and then I wanted to put all the buffalo milk in the back tanker. And if you're wondering why I do it this way, there's no lights on this scabby trailer. You know, like the first one, the light grey one, there's no lights on it. So the reason why I run it like this is because if I run it like this, the back trailer has lights. So it's kind of like we're not going to break any traffic laws with this setup being the way it is. That's the idea anyway. I need to get that around there. I need to get, it doesn't really matter which way around this goes, does it? But if you notice on the clock, guys, we have had a full day today, an absolute full day today. Which one is... So even when I select this tanker, it fills that tanker first. I don't really understand what's going on with that. As you can see, we are also starting to lose a little bit of daylight as well. So yeah, nighttime is just absolutely upon us now. Sunflowers will go into the next episode as well. There is very little back. Actually, to be honest, by the time I've done the buffalo milk down to the sell point, that might actually have finished. By the time I do that, come back and, you know, finish like the episode. Because I don't like to leave things like just in the middle of the roads. Like this tractor here, I'll leave in the field, for example, unless it's full. We will have another load coming up. That's about due to be emptied once again. There he is, all the way in that bottom corner. That's where he kind of he comes up. He'll get to about halfway, I think, and he'll be due emptying again. But yeah, we're not doing too bad at all, really. I think for one episode, a couple of time lapses, we got a lot done. Now we have used workers. Workers will always be used on harvesters now. It's just the way it is. There's too much to do at once. The wages are costing me a fortune. The wages are working out to be about £100-ish an hour. If it's £100 an hour, 2 workers, well, no, that £50 an hour, 2 workers. Well, that's not too bad, I suppose. £25 an hour then my workers are on at the moment. I'm happy with £25 an hour, and he's got a full grain tank. Worker J, I think Worker J is the sugar beet. So since I'm on this road, I'll get this emptying in here, because I'm gonna look at more buffalo productions and see if there's anything else we can get on with. Also, need to see about chocolate. That's another way for getting the milk down. We can start bringing some sugar down here. When we come and pick up this stuff, we can bring sugar down. So I'm thinking that maybe now we just have a little look into this before we end. So that's working on the buffalo. See, the buffalo milk's nearly full now. Buffalo mozzarella's active. That's active. That's active. So yeah, we could do chocolate. Yeah, look, we've got plenty of chocolate. We need sugar down here, because that's going to help bring the milk usage down. So yeah, we need to start bringing some milk, some sugar down. As soon as it's ready, we'll bring some milk down. We will definitely have sugar at the start of the next episode. So like in the next episode, we'll log in, we'll get the harvesters up and running again from the current locations. We'll run down to the dairy with some sugar. There should be a couple of pallets of sugar by then. And then what we'll do is we'll start making some chocolate, basically. Yeah, we're not using as much milk, so we need to get as many of those productions up and running as humanly possible. Yeah, I'll definitely do the shop in the Massey Ferguson. But for now, guys, this is where I'm going to leave this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. It has been a completely different episode. It's been an absolute pleasure to do this. It's been so busy from start to finish. If we weren't procrastinating at the beginning for the first 5 or 6 minutes, we might have got a little bit more done than we did. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.